Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I will be taking you aboard a flight to Newark from Fort Lauderdale with me. Be sure to stick around to the end to see all the details of this flight. Before I start, please like and subscribe so I can make more content for you to watch. The drive to the airport was quite dark because it was 4 in the morning. I arrived at the airport at 4:45 in the morning, which gives me just enough time to get through the airport and board the flight. United Airlines offers cool self-check-in machines. There are many flights departing the same time as mine, but the airport still doesn't feel that crowded. The overall design of this airport isn't too special, although there are some cool planes on the ceiling. Now that I'm all checked in for the flight, I'm joining the line for security, which isn't too bad.
A few moments later.
I am now in the main section of the airport. I walked past a few stores, but they were all closed because it was 5:15 in the morning. I didn't have any time to find food at a restaurant to eat, so I just got to my gate, which is C3. I got to the gate just in time since my boarding group was already in line. Through the window, you can see the plane. While I'm walking through the jetway, I'll tell you about my aviation store. I sell unique aviation products, including airplane trading cards, aviation mousepads, and aviation-themed clothing. Every design on my website is custom made by me. All profit goes back into making videos just like this one, so please check it out and support what I do. The pilots were really kind, and they let me into the cockpit to have a look. I left the cockpit to let the pilots finish their preparation for the flight. Today I will be sitting in row 22, seat Alpha. For the first impression, the seat looks pretty clean. I'll do the seat review at the end of the video, so stick along to see that. This is my second time sitting in row 22 on a United Airlines 737. What a coincidence that I made a trip report of that flight too. I'll have it linked in the description for you to watch after this video. The cabin crew are closing the overhead bins and preparing the aircraft for departure. It's 5:53 and we push back 7 minutes early. The new United Airlines safety video starts playing. I personally think it looks pretty cool, so I'll put a link to it in the description. The pilots lower the flaps and start the engines so we can taxi.
Please do not move the seat, as this can damage the device and its battery.
Our taxi to the runway was around 15 minutes, which is not too bad, but it's not the fastest. We are now on the runway with the lights turned on. Enjoy the takeoff video. After a left turn, we're heading over the land for the rest of our flight up to Newark. At around 6:30, the sun started to rise. The right side of the plane had a much better view of the sunrise, but I wouldn't complain about my view. At 6:50, the cabin crew started the meal service just an hour after our departure from Fort Lauderdale. I got the stroopwafel and chocolate. They are both my favorite snacks to get on a short-haul flight. Since it was such an early flight in the morning, I got apple juice instead of getting a Coke like I do most of the time. The plane model on the IFE looks very good. Be sure to tell me in the comments what you do while cruising on a flight. United Airlines offers a wide variety of games to play on their entertainment system, and if you have the United app, there are more games you can find there. The sun is just about fully up. As we got closer to the airport, we started to zigzag. I personally enjoy the zigzagging because it makes the flight more eventful opposed to a straight path. At 8:35, the crew turned on the orange mood lighting and came around to collect any garbage that we had. The view out of the window is very scenic as we pass over places like Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. We are about a minute out from landing and I have a perfect view of New York City out my side of the plane. The runway we are landing at makes the pilots turn right before you land. This is the first time I've ever landed on this runway going into Newark. I'll stop talking for a minute so you can enjoy the landing in peace. off the runway and taxiing to our gate. Our taxi will be pretty long because we need to cross the entire airport. I got a plane spot up close as we were making our way to our gate. Work was being done on some taxiways and runways, which is why they are blocked off. We are arriving at our gate. Now that we are parked at the gate and the engine is off, I'll give you a tour of the seat. The headrest was adjustable, which was nice. The armrest had to be the thinnest I've ever seen. Most of the time I wait until everyone else gets off the plane to get up because I'm in no rush since I need to wait for my check bag anyway. The terminal was very quiet at 9:30 in the morning, which was nice. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.